Oh, so we started with the present. So that's about the use of just, yet, and already with the present perfect tense. Ito yung present perfect tense na yun. Okay, and this is what it would mean. All right, and let's look at the next one. It's an exercise. Here, so we did 4A, because of 4A. Now let's look at 4B. Let's look at 4B. It's a use of yet and just and already. Okay, so for B, A is order the words to make correct sentences. This is a question. Can you order to get a correct question?
Have you made your
bed yet?
Very good. Have you made your bed yet?
Yet.
All right. Have you made your bed yet?
Your bed yet.
Okay. Yes, then?
She's already gone to work.
Very good. She's already gone to work.
He's already gone to work.
This is the contracted form of she has, all right? So you contract. And it's
already
gone to work. Very good. Okay, what about number 3?
We have
just had a cup of coffee.
Very good. We have
had a coffee, cup of coffee. We have just had a cup of coffee. We have just had cup of coffee.
That's right. Okay, what about number 4?
I
haven't
found a job yet.
I haven't found a job yet. Found a job yet. Yes, I haven't found a job yet. Okay, what about number 5?
He has just sent me an email.
He has sent me an email.
He has sent me. So this is he's sent me. So there's a just.
He has just sent me an email.
He has just sent me an email. He has just sent me an email.
That's right. He has just sent me an email. Okay, what about number 6?
They have already sold their house.
They already sold their house.
They have already sold their house. Already sold their house. Correct. Okay, now let's look at B. Write these sentences or questions with already, just, or yet. All right. So you've given the word there, yet in a yet loose, you're just in a just, you're. Okay, so he arrived and put an already. He has already arrived. You have to write the present perfect tense. He's already arrived. Okay, number 1.
I have just breakfast.
You have to put the verb, participle.
Yes.
I have just
had a breakfast.
I have just had
breakfast.
breakfast.
I have just had
breakfast.
Okay, I have just had breakfast. Okay, what about number 2? We have you have you finished
your homework yet? Have you finished your homework yet?
Have you finished your homework yet?
Have you finished your homework yet? Have you finished your homework yet? Okay. And what about number 3?
The film has already started.
Started.
Film has already started.
Yes. What about number 4?
I did not meet his girlfriend yet.
I haven't
met his girlfriend yet.
Meet his girlfriend yet.
Haven't met girlfriend yet.
Present perfect now to have the third form of the verb kya. So I haven't met his girlfriend yet. Okay, what about number 5?
They had just got married.
They have just got married. They have just got married.
Be careful. You have to use the third form. They have just got married. They got. Okay. What about number 6?
You have already.
You have already.
You are all.
You are too late.
You are too late. He has already gone. He has already gone home. He has already gone.
He has already gone.
Yes. You are too late. He has already gone home. Can't you
Gone home.
Okay. What about number 7?
Have you speak to
Have
him yet?
you speak to him yet?
Careful.
You haven't
You
spoke
spoke. Have you
Spoke?
spoke to him yet?
To him.
yet.
Have you
Form.
spoke? Have
Third
you spoke to him yet?
Haven't you
Spoken.
Have you spoke?
haven't
Third
you
form of speak.
Against
You
You
have
spoke to him
Spoken.
yet?
spoken.
you have
Spoken.
spoken to him
spoken
yet.
To him yet.
Okay. Speak ki third form spoken re. Speak,
Spoken.
spoken. So have you spoken to him yet? Have you spoken
Have
to
you
him
spoken
yet?
to him yet?
Okay, number 8.
I
I
haven't read this new,
I haven't read this
read
New
read
book.
new
I
this
haven't
new
read
book
yet
yet.
this
read,
new
read.
book. I haven't read
I
I
haven't read
I haven't read this
read
new
yet.
book yet.
new book
I
yet.
haven't read this new book yet. Okay,
I
put
haven't
yet
read
at the end.
yet.
Yet get devale jamge jore. I haven't yet read this love now. I haven't read this new book yet. The last del jamna yago yore, because this can be confusing. All right, so put it at the end. I haven't read this new book yet. Take jamna yagre.
I haven't read this.
Read
His
this
new book yet.
book
I
yet.
haven't read his new book.
Haven't yet.
All right, I haven't read his new book yet. Okay. All right, so that's the a little bit of a practice using already, just, and yet. Okay. Now here's another one. Another exercise. Can you see? Can you see?
No. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Zoom it.
So write
Not-
questions and
very-
answers for the picture. Use present perfect,
Perfect
and
plus
use yet and
yet.
already.
Plus already.
Okay, yet the already pejutans. So the example, look at the example. Tidy his room.
His room.
Use this. Has he, it's a
He
question, right?
typed.
Has he already tidied his room?
Has
Yet?
he or has he
Yet.
tied his room yet?
Has he
Has
already,
he tied him? Has he tied
Has
his room yet?
yes,
tidied
has he
his room
Tied
yet?
tidied his room yet? Has he tidied his room yet? And then the answer is
No, he
No,
haven't.
he hasn't.
See, his room is in a mess, all right? It's
Yes.
it's not neat, all right? So the question is, has he tidied his room yet? No, he hasn't, all right? And then the question, here's a question, use wash and his clothes. Has he washed his clothes
Has he
yet?
washed?
Has he washed his clothes yet?
Yes, he already done it.
already done
Yes. For example, has he washed his clothes yet? The answer is yes, he's already done it, all right? Has he washed his clothes yet? Can you see the picture clearly? So, has he washed his clothes? Has he washed his clothes yet? Can you see whether he has any dirty clothes lying around? Has he washed his clothes yet? Yes, he's already done it. So, yeah, you can see. Look at all these. Maybe he's drying it. Okay, now. Okay, so now the next is make a question over here, number 3. Just got this. All right. Has he?
Has he ate the sandwich yet?
Has he eaten
The sandwich yet? Let me just show you a bigger one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you can see. Look at the picture. Can you see the picture clearly now?
Yes, now we can see the picture clearly.
Okay. So, has he down here? Eat.
Has
Has
he
he
eaten
eaten
the
the sandwich
sandwich?
yet?
Can you see any sandwiches in the picture? Now a sandwich there do.
Sandwich.
No. He has
No,
eaten
stop.
already.
Oh,
He has already eaten it.
Yes.
Yeah, yes,
He has already eaten it. Wah.
Yes.
Sandwich so you can say yes, he has already eaten it. Okay, what about number 4? It's about the computer question.
Did he turn off the
He
computer
has,
yet?
he has already
Has he
turned
turned
off
off computer yet?
Oh, he has already turned off the computer.
Okay, wait. Somebody keeps saying did he? Did he is not present perfect, all right? You have to start with has, all right? Did the simple past tense, Rita. So has he turned off the computer yet? Look at the computer.
Yeah, he has already
Yeah. He has
turned
already
off the
Yes.
computer.
He
He
has
has
already turned off.
already turned off
Has
Yes,
computer.
he has. He has. Yes, he has. All right. No
Yes,
need to
he
use full sentence over here. You could just say yes, he has. All right. Or yes, he has done it. He has already done it. Okay. What about number 5? Look at coffee. Look at his coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Has
Has he
He hasn't drunk
already
coffee yet.
his
He
coffee
hasn't
yet?
drunk his coffee yet.
Has he drunk his coffee yet?
He hasn't drunk
No.
his coffee yet.
No, he hasn't.
No,
He
he
hasn't.
hasn't. Okay,
He has
no,
already.
Hasn't drunk.
all
No,
right.
he
No, he
hasn't.
hasn't. The full sentence, but you can keep it short. You can say no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
All right, no, he hasn't. Okay. Then we have tidy and his desk. Where is? Yeah, this is supposed to be his desk.
Yeah.
Desk. Yes. Can you say this in English?
Has
The
he
question-
tied his
Has
desk?
he tidied?
tidied
Has he
tidied his desk?
tidied his desk?
Okay, has he tidied his desk
Tidied
yet?
his
Has he
desk.
tidied his desk yet?
No, he
No,
He
hasn't.
hasn't.
He
He hasn't
hasn't.
tidied his desk yet.
No, he hasn't
he
He
hasn't.
hasn't
done
tidied.
it yet. You can say no, he
Tidied.
hasn't done it yet, or no, he hasn't
No,
tidied.
he hasn't done
Tidied his desk yet.
Yes, tidied his desk yet. Okay, what about number 7? Put away and his CDs. Do you see any CDs?
No,
No,
No
I can
CDs?
see.
All right.
No,
So
there's
the
no.
question is, has he?
Has
Put
he
away
put away his
Yes.
yet?
Yes. Has he?
Yeah, he has.
Yes,
He has
he
Yes,
put
already
already
Yes,
Uh,
he has.
put away his
put
CDs.
away his CDs. All right, he has already put away his CDs. All right, now the question is make and his bed. Make a question.
has he made his
Has he
bed?
made
Has he made
Has
his
he made
bed?
his
Has he
bed?
made
Has
his
he
bed?
made his bed yet?
his
Hamza?
bed.
No, he
Yes,
hasn't.
he has done.
He has already his bed.
No, he has.
He has
Yes,
already
he
made
already
his bed.
his bed.
Yes, he
Yes,
has already
he has
made
already made his bed.
his bed. All right, so he's made his bed. Okay. Then number 9, put away his clothes.
Has he put
Has
away
he
Put
Has he
away
put away his clothes yet?
clothes yet?
Has he put away his clothes yet?
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't put away his
He
clothes
hasn't.
yet.
He hasn't put away his clothes yet.
Yet.
All right. Okay, number 10. Finish and talking on the phone. Question.
Has he finished talking on the
Has
phone?
he finished
Yet?
talking on
Has
the
he
phone
talking
yet?
on the phone yet?
Yes.
Yes, he already. He already.
Yes.
Yes or no? Is
Yes,
he talking?
Yes, he had finished talking on
No,
the
no,
phone.
no.
No,
He's
he's still
talking
talking.
on the phone.
He's still talking
I
on
don't
the
know
phone.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So you say
No.
no.
Yeah,
he
no.
hasn't.
No,
He's
No, he
still,
hasn't.
he hasn't finished talking on
talking on the phone
the
yet.
phone yet.
Oh, he's still talking. So you say no, he hasn't finished talking on the phone yet. All right. Now, Dikare, what is this? This is a pile of folded clothes. Which means he has already washed his clothes. Thank you. You can see he's folded all his clothes, so he has already washed his clothes. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So that's how you use yet and already. Tana already, tamene yet. All right. Now we have this next one here. Okay, there we are. Can you see here? This is clear.
Yes.
Write sentences for the picture. You can use just and the present perfect. You can use just there. Okay, so look at the picture. All right, it says they have an argument. So you can say, if you look at them, they don't seem to be very friendly with each other. They've just
They
had
have
an
just had
argument.
an argument.
They have just had an argument.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Now look at this. Oh, she's got a 0 there. 1 out of 10, which is failed, right?
Yes.
And
She has
she's seen. Yes.
She has
She
just failed an exam.
Yes,
She has
She
just
has
failed
failed
just
an
Failed
exam.
an exam. Yes.
Oh,
She has
an
just
just
failed
failed an exam.
failed
exam.
an exam.
Okay. Now, if you look at this, no thanks. We have lunch. This woman is offering something to them. All right. And they're saying, no thanks. We have.
We have just had our
We
lunch.
have
We have
we
just
have
had
we
our
have
lunch.
just already had lunch.
We have just all right.
We have just had our
We
lunch.
have just had
We have
lunch.
just had lunch. Lunch that's hasin cigar. Okay. All right. What about this? Okay. Now he's returning from a holiday. Can you see he's carrying his bags and
Yes.
coming back from his holiday? So
Mhm.
He has
has
just been
just
to holiday.
he has
on
just
Just
been
been on holiday.
Been
he
on
has
holiday.
just been
Just
on
been
holiday.
On
on
holiday.
He has just been on
Just
holiday.
been on holiday.
Okay, what about this? Yeah, this is a train. She's reached the
He has
station,
just
but yes,
She
missed
has
the train.
just
She has just
He
missed
has
the train.
missed
just
her train.
missed her
missed
train.
her train.
She has
He has
just
just
missed
missed
her
the train.
train.
her train.
Her train.
She has just missed her train. Okay, missed miss Edith. Okay, the last one.
He has just
He
woke
has
up.
just woke up. Woke
Just
up.
woke up.
Woken
Third
up.
form of work.
Woken up.
Woken.
Woken up.
All right,
Woken
he
up.
has
just woken up.
He has
woken
just
up.
woken up.
Yes, he has just woken up. All right, so please bear in mind the verb that you use here is the third form, the participle form. Okay, participle.
Okay.
All right, now we come to the next one. Now here, so the use of for and since. For the since in that.
Or since.
Okay, for
Okay.
and since. All right, now how do you, these are words that you use again with the present perfect tense. And normally, not normal, okay, this question, how long, is often used with the present perfect tense. In the present perfect tense now. How long have you been a monk? How long have you been? See, it's always this question, how long, always is with a present perfect tense. So how long have you been a monk? How long have you been a monk? Now there are two ways of answering it. All right. So you can say, I have been a monk since 2010. All right. This is giving an exact time. That's when you use since. But don't say since this to this, because if you say to this, then it's finished. The present perfect tense over here is saying you're still a monk. Okay, so you don't give another time over here. You don't give the end time here. All right, so you say I have been a monk since 2010. Okay, since the two present perfect tense. So I have been a monk since 2010. You use it with or for an exact point of time. This is an exact time, all right? Or another way of answering this question is, I have been a monk for
10 years.
So you use it for a period of time over here. For since all right? So you use since with an exact point of time, and you use for a period of time. Okay? So this is, how the present perfect tense tells about an action you started in the past and it's still going on now. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see if you can make such sentences. So how long have you, this question, please remember, this question, how long, is always in the present perfect tense. How long have you been studying English?
I've
I have been
I have been studying English since
studying
2010.
English
Since 2010.
since 2012.
I have been studying English since 2010.
All right.
I have
since
I
2010.
have been studying English for
I have been
3
studying.
years.
I have been studying English for 4 years.
For 4 years. Okay, so you can use since and you can use for, but when you use for, it's period of time. When you use since, it's with one point of time. All right. Okay. So how long have you been studying Buddhist philosophy?
I have been
I have been good
studying Buddhist philosophy
14
Since
years.
2015.
2010.
Since 2010, and then use for
Mhm.
I have been
I have
studying
been
For 10
studying
years.
for
for
10
for
years.
10 years. All right.
14
I
years.
have been studying Buddhist
2000.
philosophy for 10 years.
14
How long have you been living in India? How long have you lived in India? How long have you
been
lived in
lived
India?
I
I
have
have for
I
I
have
have been
I have lived in
India
India since
2010.
2000,
lived in India
2005.
Since
for
2010.
2010. Okay, and then for
I have lived in India for 2 years.
I lived in
I
India
have
for
lived
10 years.
in India
for 10 years.
for
But-
10 years.
Okay, some people were born in India, so you can say since birth. All right, I have lived in India since birth. Since birth. Okay.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Since birth. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been? Let's say, how long have you been living at Sarah Monastery? How long have you lived at Sarah Monastery? I don't want to use the present perfect continuous. This is the present perfect simple. So how long have you lived at Sarah Monastery?
I
I've
have
been
lived
a-
in Sierra
I've been
Monastery
lived in
since
Sierra
2005.
Okay. And then
I have lived
in
I have
Sarah
been
for 10
I
years.
have lived Sierra Monastery for
For
15 years.
15 years.
15 years. Or dusre. All right. How, let's say, okay, do you have any questions? You can ask me some questions.
How long have you taught English?
All right. I have taught English for like now 35 years. Yes, for 35 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Or I have taught English since 1983. Yeah, I think it's 1983. That's when I started teaching. Yes. Since 1983, for 35 years or even more. I think it's more than 35 years. Yes. It looks like 36 years. I don't know. Yeah. So, you have questions? How long?
How long have you lived in how long have you lived in Belakopi?
Oh, I've lived in Belakopi since 2016. Or I've lived in Belakopi for now 4 years. 4 years, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. You have some questions? Tiba, you may? Any questions? Because I've been asking you questions. You can ask me questions now. Yep.
Yes, question finished.
Okay, question is finished. All right. All right. Okay, so this is the next exercise. I think this is, yes, that's the next exercise where you're going to use how long and then for and since. Yes. Let's do the first one. Write questions with how long, and you have to use it with the present perfect tense. All right, so here's the example. You and be married. How long have you been married?
How long have you been married?
How long have you been married?
How long have you been
Okay. Married. Okay, these are all questions. So you have to use it with how long, you know.
Okay.
How long have you
his
Okay, this is the verb. Chazi dirta, have rida. Yeah, chazi present perfectly have chipajushna yorta. So you're using with has.
How long has
he
Have his
he
car.
had?
Had his car.
Yes. How long has he had his car?
His car.
Have he participle had re. How
Had-
long has he had
He had his car.
How long has had his car? Okay.
had said the league the current race to kone present perfect run nalia helping verb have ji ore ya have kona ran chazi re you ba do you understand? So that's why
Yes.
sometimes you can have two halves in the sentence in Genalia. So how long has he had?
Had his car.
Okay. All right. What about number 2?
How long have been? How
How
long
long have been?
has
How
your
long
parents
have
lived in this
lived?
house?
Has your parent? Why do you
How-
put been? There's no need for been over here. How long
How
had
long
your
long
have
parents?
your
have
parents
your
lived in
parents
this
lived
house?
in this house?
Yes. How long has your parents
Has your
lived
parents
in this
lived
house?
this house?
Okay. What about number 3?
How long
How
have
long
you been a
have you
teacher?
been a teacher?
Yes. How long have you
Have
been,
you been a teacher?
Okay. What about number 4?
How long?
How long she knows
has she
her
known her
boyfriend?
boyfriend?
Please use has.
Has
How
she-
long
Has
she
she?
knows
Has known
known her
her
boyfriend?
boyfriend.
Known. All right. It's
Boyfriend.
third form.
Okay.
Known.
Yeah.
How long has she
How long
known
has
her
she
boyfriend?
known
How
her
long
boyfriend?
has she known
Yes.
her
What about number 5?
boyfriend?
This is
How
Poland.
long
How
Poland has
long-
been in
how
UE?
long- How
Don't
long
EU.
say,
has
don't say
Poland?
Poland has.
How
It's a
long
question. Has
How-
Poland?
How long has Poland been in
been in
EU?
been in
Eurovision.
yes.
Has take out. How long has
Has
Poland been?
Poland been in the EU?
Yes. How long has Poland
Poland
been in the EU?
the EU.
Okay.
EU.
Then
How long?
long had
How long have you had your
you
dog?
had your dog?
yes. How long have you had your dog?
your dog?
How long have you had your dog? Okay. Number 7.
How long
How
has
long
Tim
has
been
Tim
frightened of water?
Been
Frightened of
How
water.
long has Tim been frightened of
of
water?
water?
Yes. How long has Tim
Has
been
Tim
frightened
been
of water?
frightened of
Of
water?
water. Kochulu shen gyurumle chibresler.
Mm.
Okay. How long has India been independent?
Sorry.
How long has India been independent?
72 years.
How many years?
72.
72 years. Yes. India has been independent for 72
India
years.
independent
For
for
72 years.
72 years.
All right. How long has Tibet, been occupied by China?
62.
62.
62.
60,
62 years.
62.
51, 59?
No.
No, 62.
Oh,
62.
yeah. It's
Started
Tibetan has
59?
that 59 years.
Yeah, so it's 2020 now.
Since
61?
62.
62 years?
61.
Yeah, 62.
Yeah.
There's 10 years different
61.
between
Right.
62 years.
Okay. All right. How long has Sera Monastery been established? Been existing in India?
I don't know.
No idea. When did it
no idea.
start? When was it established?
1971.
1971. All right. So
Yeah,
Sera
1971.
Monastery has been established
Has
in India
been-
since
has
all
been
right,
1971.
established.
1971. Probably.
I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay. You should know. You've been sitting there for 15 years. Come on. All right. Okay. Yes. We're going to do the next one. Answer these questions in A. These are the
Yes,
questions. These should be the answers. All right. You got the
Yes.
questions. Lendirda. So how long has he had his car? Now the answer is given. So you say
Yes.
that
Been 3 years.
He has been.
He had his car.
he has had.
He
not
has
his
had
For 3 years.
his car
car
3 years.
For 3 years.
For 3 years.
For 3
Oh,
years.
Yeah.
For
right?
3 years.
He has had his car for
For 3 years.
Okay. How long have your
Have your
parents
parents
lived in this house?
lived in this house?
Yes.
They have been lived
They have been
here
lived.
for
Why,
for a
bin?
long
Why
time.
are you putting bin? There's no need for bin over here.
They have lived.
They have lived
They
for a
have
long time.
lived in this house for a long,
for a long
long time.
For a long time.
For a long
Okay.
time.
How long have you been a teacher?
Mhm.
I had
I
been a teacher since 1990.
Yes, since 1990,
Mhm.
because an exact year is given over here. Okay. How long has she known her boyfriend?
She has known her boyfriend since May.
Since May.
Since May. All right.
Since May.
And then how long has Poland been in the EU?
It has
It
been.
it has been since 2004.
Yes, since
It has been
2004.
since
Since 2004.
Since 2004. Yes. How long have you had
Have
your
you
dog?
had your dog?
Uh-huh.
We had our
We
dog
have
about
had our dog
about
for about 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yes, you have to put 4 over here. And then how long has Tim been frightened of water?
He has been frightened of water since he was child.
Of water
Since he was child. He has been
since
frightened
he
of
was
water
a child.
since he was a
Yes.
child.
Since he
Yes,
was a child. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we have some another one here. You have to correct the sentences, all right? If it's correct, put a tick there. If it's wrong, put a cross, and then you'll have to correct it. She is married since 1990. This sentence is not correct because you're saying since 1990, which means you have to use the present perfect tense. All right?
Yes.
So here, present tense, so you have to correct it. She's been married.
She has been married since
She has been married since 1990.
She has been married since 1990. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. So what do you think about number 1? Is it correct or is it wrong?
He
He has
has
left
left
school.
school last year. Wrong. It's wrong.
Wrong. It's wrong.
He
All
has
right.
left
He has left school
since last year.
since last year.
All right. You can put
Since.
he has left school since last year. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Or you
Yeah.
can even write it as a past tense. You can say he left school last year. It's tense to give what has my and yeah. All right. But if you want to use the present perfect tense, then put a since over here. All right. He has left school since last year. But if you want to write this as a past tense,
He left school last year.
left school last year. Or did it? Okay, there are 2 ways of correcting it. You can change the tense, or you can put it as the present perfect tense, but make some corrections within the sentence there. All right, number 2.
I lived in Boston for 3 years. It's wrong.
It's right.
But when I moved to London,
For 2 years.
it's
For
wrong.
2 years.
Yeah, I have lived in Boston for 2 years, but
then I moved to London.
to London.
Ani? London
Wrong.
chinta tanda degme to.
I had lived in.
No. If you're saying I have lived in,
correct.
Lord.
I lived in.
So this is
No.
actually correct.
Yeah, it is correct.
Okay, it's correct.
Correct.
Yes.
Because here in the
Correct,
second in the second part of the sentence, it says that he's not living in Britain right now.
Yeah.
All right, so which means that I lived in Britain for 2 years. Okay, but then I moved to London. So it has to be in this tense, past tense, which is correct. But if it's still living, then you should change it to present perfect. Okay, what about number 3?
She lives
in Hollywood.
Lived in Hollywood since
She lives in
2004.
Hollywood since 2004.
Correct or wrong?
Correct. It's
Wrong.
correct.
It's correct? No,
Yeah.
Wrong.
it's correct. Since 2004 means tadu ne sigori.
Oh,
Has lived.
Yeah,
he
it's
has
correct.
been.
He has
She
lived
has lived in
lived.
Hollywood
She has
since
lived in
2004.
2004 ne chin de is tadu de koguyor. So it has to be present perfect. Okay, what about number 4?
My sister has had her body yesterday.
My sister has
Has
had
had her baby yesterday.
yesterday yesterday the dugma the present perfect tense in This is an exact time, past time. So
Mhm.
It's
correct.
wrong.
So you don't use you don't use the
Oh,
present perfect.
it's wrong.
You use the
My
past.
sister had.
My sister had her
My-
baby
My
yesterday.
sister has her baby
Her baby yesterday.
yesterday.
Oh, the had to go the present perfect tense ke yo mare. My sister had her baby yesterday because here, can you see this word there? Time expression. It's past. It's hard
Mhm.
Okay. What about number 5?
I work
I work
in a
in
bank.
a bank.
I worked
I
there.
work
I
there
worked
for
there
20
for
years.
20 years. It's
Oh,
wrong.
that they not to
Wrong.
I have worked.
Has
I worked.
I have
have
worked there for
I have
I
worked.
have worked
20
I have
years.
for 20
worked
years.
Yes.
there for 20 years.
have worked.
Have
Okay,
worked.
what about number 6?
The city has changed
The
a
city has
lot
changed a lot
since I was a child.
It has no is okay.
The city has
Lost
changed.
since
It's
I was
correct.
child, right or wrong?
Correct.
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 Okay.
Correct.
Then what about number 7?
They are divorced now.
They are
Divorced.
or
They have
now
been
they
married
have
for
They have
10
been
years.
married
for a
for a
year.
year.
They are
Hmm?
divorced now. The
Now,
divorce
they-
the chance get matta.
Is incorrect.
So
They
They
have
have been married
been married for a year.
It's
For a year.
wrong.
They married for years. Correct.
Right,
Incorrect.
right.
Incorrect.
they
Wrong.
were
Correct,
married.
correct.
They were married for a year.
They
kya
were
They
hua?
were
married for a
married
year.
for a
For a
year.
year.
They were married
chance
for a
get
year.
this, and the other divorce race you do kone and the
They
present
were married
perfect
for a
tense.
year.
They were married for a year.
Mhm.
Right? Logic chance get okay. All right. So that is correcting the sentences. Now complete with the present perfect. Now some of these are present. Some of these should be in the present perfect. Some should be in the past tense. So you have to be careful. Because your past not true. Because your present perfect not true. Okay. So let's see. It's a dialogue. It's a dialogue between A and B. You have 3 dialogues, 1, 2, 3. So A is saying, where does Joanna live now? And B says, in Washington. And A says, how long?
Has she
How
lived
long
there?
she has lived there?
How long
She has lived
How
there.
long? Don't say she
Has-
has. She has is not
Has
question. Has she?
Has
Right?
she?
she
How
lived
long
there?
How
has
long
has
has she
lived there?
lived there?
Lived there.
How long has she lived there? And then B says, for 6 months.
For 6
And
months.
She moved. She has moved there in
She
February.
has moved in February.
There
She
has
moved.
She
has moved.
moved there in
moved.
She
February.
moved.
moved
She
there
moved there
in
in
She
February.
moved
February.
in
Moved.
February.
Moves in February. February not 2 February. So the Shamba in 2 February. Okay, so past tense. She moved there in February. Such a Shamba in Washington, February not February. So that is it. It's finished. All right. Okay, what about number 2? How do you write this question?
June.
When
When
did
was
Picasso die? When
when
did
did
Picasso die?
Yes.
Because
When now here, when Redwa, when can never be written in the present perfect. When did
When did
Picasso die?
Picasso die?
When did Picasso?
And B says in
1977.
1977 in Paris.
Paris,
Paris,
right?
I think.
Paris, in think.
And then A says, how long?
How
How
long
long has he lived
has he
in
lived in
lived-
France?
Has he
He
Has
lived
he lived in
in
France?
France?
How long has he
Has
lived
he
in
lived in
France?
France?
Okay, B says for a
For a
long
long
time.
time.
Okay.
He
He
lived
lived
he left Spain when he was
He-
25.
Leave Spain when he was 25.
Left.
He left. He left.
He lived
He
Spain
left Spain
when
when he was 25.
Colonies in the Spain, 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 you shall raise who go France live. All right. So this Spain called Kelugaman. Okay, what about number 3?
My sister and her husband
My
get
sister
on
and
very
her
well.
husband
Very
Get
well.
on very well.
Okay, and then B says,
How
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 long
long have
They
been
They have
been
been married?
long
they have
been
they have been
married.
married?
been
How long
married.
they have
How
been
long
married?
have they been
They
married?
have malabda, they have chibamare, have they loved?
how long
Have
have
they-
How long
they
have
married?
they
How long
been
have
married?
they married?
How long have
Married.
been married?
How long have they been
They've
married?
been married.
Married.
No, don't say they have. They have is not a question. They have is a post. Have they?
How long have they
How long have
been
they
married?
been married?
have they been
How
married?
long? How long
they-
have they been
They've
married?
been married.
Have they been married? How long
Yes.
have been married?
How long have they been? Have
Yes.
Been
How long have they
been
been
married?
married?
It's a question. It's a question. So put have first. Have the subject. How long have they been married.
Have they been
Okay,
married?
so that's the use of for, since, and how long. Now we have the final exercise, and that's for today. Now, complete the sentences with the present perfect plus for or since if necessary. If you need it, if you don't need it, don't put it. Okay, now look at the questions there. 2001 gab dua. So here the question is related to number 1 there. How long have you lived
long
here?
have you
Really good in the day, Bas, so we have lived here
We have
since
lived
2001.
2001.
Okay, now let's look at 2 here. Number 2, ages.
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 How long?
How long?
How long have they known each other?
Known each other. How long have they known each
Have they
other?
known each other? How long?
How long have they known
Have
each
they
other?
known each other?
Known each other.
All right.
Known.
Any?
How long?
They know each other.
No,
For
they
long.
know.
They know.
They have known. They have known each other
Known each other.
for ages.
For ages.
ages.
Very good.
For
For
ages.
ages.
For
Ages.
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 For many years, God. Ages means many years. All right. For ages. Okay. All right. Now let's look at number 3. This is 3 o'clock.
o'clock.
All right. Yes.
She have not.
She has.
She
She hasn't eaten
Hasn't eat.
She hasn't
since 3 o'clock. She hasn't
eaten
eaten since 3 o'clock.
Eaten.
for
3 o'clock.
3
She hasn't
o'clock.
eaten.
Eaten. She
Eaten.
has
Eaten
eaten
she has
She
for
hasn't
3
eaten.
since 3
For
Hasn't eaten
o'clock.
since 3
I know
o'clock.
since 3 o'clock.
since 3 o'clock. Okay.
3
What
o'clock.
about number 4? Here is number 4. 1972.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. They have been married
been married
since
1972.
1972.
Yes. All right. Number 5. April 4th.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Mm.
How long
How
have
long
you
Have
you
how long
had
have you had your
Yeah,
kitchen?
How long have
your
you?
kitchen?
how long have you had your kitchen?
Yes. Okay. Then B says,
I had it since
I had
April
I
4th.
have had.
I have
I have had it since April 4th.
Yes, I have had it since
Since April
I
since
have
April
had it.
4th. It was
it was a
birthday
birthday present.
Birthday
Right.
present.
Okay. All right. Now number 6.
present. Number 6.
Number
3
6
months.
is 3 months.
Oh.
She
He
has-
he
he hasn't worked for 3 months.
he
He
hasn't
hasn't
worked
worked
for
for 3 months.
Yes.
hasn't
Okay,
walked.
Number 7, 8 o'clock.
at o'clock.
They
They
are
have been at school
they
They
had
have been
Eight o'clock.
at
at school
school
at 8
at
o'clock.
school at 8 o'clock.
Since
since
eight
They have
8
o'clock.
o'clock.
There has been a
they
o'clock.
have been at school. I think it should give an H in it.
Since 8 o'clock.
Since 8 o'clock.
Yes. Okay. What about number 8?
How long?
How long
How
has
long
she
has
walked in
he
Paris?
She walked
Walked in Paris.
How long has
Paris.
she walked in Paris?
in Paris.
Okay. B.
She
She
has
has
walked
walking
there
since 2 years.
She
She has
has
walking there since 2
years.
years.
for 2 years.
For 2 years.
4 since
Four.
4 because
four,
period
four.
of time. All right. Don't
For
say
3
since
years.
2 years. For 2 years.
2
Okay.
years.
What about number 9?
How
How
long
long have
How long have
you
you been
have you been
have you
this-
How long have you been in this
this
team?
in this team?
How long have you been in this team? Okay. B says
I have
I have been
I have
been here for
Arsenal
been here for Arsenal.
played
for
for
a
I
long
have played.
time.
I played for Arsenal
For
since I was
Arsenal.
teenager.
Since
I was a teenager.
Since I was a teenager. I have played for Arsenal since I was a teenager.
Teenager.
Since
Okay.
I was teenage.
Yes.
And the last one is a long time. Ridwade. Rain rhythm. Okay.
It has not.
It hasn't
been-
rained for a long time.
It has not
rained for a long
rained.
time.
It hasn't rained a long time.
For a long time.
For a long
For
time.
a long time.
It hasn't
Right.
rained.
It hasn't rained.
For a long time.
For a long time.
So chota. They just that has to be the third form. All right. It hasn't rained.
Rained for a long time.
For a long
Rained.
time.
It hasn't
It hasn't
for a
rained
long
for
time.
a
A long
long
time.
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 Okay. It hasn't rained for a long time. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I think that's all. What's the time?
So it's
Okay.
12:30.
2:30.
All right. So we finished. Please remember, we finished with the present perfect simple tense. And now in the next class, we'll be doing the present perfect continuous tense. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You got us, wa?
Gochusu.
All right. Okay. So we'll see you in the day after tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Mm.